Yeah.
Here's the ironic thing, Jamie. I'm not allowed to watch this. I was told. I am banned from Eclipse cinemas for this film.
Drive.
And it's time for this.
Ocean Drives films with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more to your seat. Find out more at Eclipse Cinema.
It is time to join our man at the movies, Collie McFadden, with the very latest from Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran, and I think he's slipping us a Mickey today. What's this about?
Well, yeah, yes, we've Mickeys and Mikes as well, galore. It's great. It's quite. See, I was going to keep on going. But so while Jamie composes himself, yes, we've quite a few brand new movies, and oh, here we go. Now, we've got quite a few brand movies, and included as well the movie I am not allowed to watch. There's only one movie in the cinema I am banned from Eclipse Cinemas of watching, and we'll get to that. But we have quite the array of. We're not taking the Michael here. We have quite the array of films for you this week. So maybe should we start with the clip, Jamie, while you compose yourself?
On Earth, nothing was working out, and I wanted to get the hell out of there.
You're applying to be an expendable? You read through the paperwork.
Yeah. I should have read through it. They made me work one mission after another. The ship was filled with mostly bozos.
You're an expendable! You're here to be expended!
Every time I died, they just printed me out again. And everyone asks, what's it feel like to die?
That kind of gives it away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. He comes back. He keeps coming back or something. Yeah, something like that. Anyway,
Yeah,
have I got that right, yeah?
Yeah, it's Robert Pattinson, who one of the last times we saw him was as like the really cool emo Batman with a very different character here. And he plays a guy, he's kind of a schlub and nothing's ever worked out for him. And he sees this job, it pays pretty well. And they kind of go, did you read all this stuff? And he goes, no, it's grand, And it turns out, basically, they're live science experiments and they've come up with cloning and they clone you. And once they basically just kill you and go, okay, let's start again. And you remember what happened each time, so you can tell them, yeah, that was really painful or whatever. So
right, okay,
mad looking movie. Now I have to full confession, I haven't actually seen that. We only got it unlocked in the cinema today, so I hadn't had time to watch it. And before I came on air, and it opens tomorrow. But it's a hell of a cast. It's made by Oscar-winning director Bong Joon-ho, right? Who made some people were known from Parasite, the movie that Donald Trump was very unhappy that it won the Oscar, the Korean movie. But we were talking off air and remembered Snowpiercer, which I think more people watched than normally would have watched because it came out during lockdown and when we were all watching Netflix, which is the one where all of humanity that's left is living on this one train, and you've kind of got the working class part of the train and the posh class train, and it was mad, Jamie, wasn't it?
That's mad, yeah. And
really odd movie, and this is going to be the same. Now, this is kind of going to be the combination of kind of big stars and clever and bit sci-fi, a bit Groundhog Day, a bit Moon, if anybody's ever seen Moon, the one by David Bowie's son, but also a little bit of weirdness in it. And I must admit, this ticks all the boxes for me. I can't wait to watch it because it's clever and fun and different. And as I always say, we've gone through a phase of, with those very serious movies like September 5 and Bring Them Down. And then the lovely Bridget Jones and Dogman, very funny. But now I wouldn't mind a bit of weird because we've had that. And I think people are going to really like this. Can't wait to see it. And we'll tell you all about it as well next week. But
Mickey 17 now, that opens tomorrow, doesn't it?
It opens tomorrow. And it looks really, really fun and interesting. And
science fiction, dark comedy.
Yeah.
Go.
And the rest. Basically, I think people who like Squid Game, for example, would really like this. I think that's the audience.
No, we got a buddy comedy film for you next. One of them days.
Yeah, and look, this happened last year that I realized just how out of touch I am musically as I saw SZA and I went, oh yeah, I've heard of her, and then realized she was headlining Glastonbury, and I was going, oh, she's much bigger than I thought she was. I watched it. It's not my type of music, but I was going, oh, she's very good at this. And so she's starring with Keke Palmer, and basically it's a story you've kind of seen before, but kind of told from a young feisty African American woman in the States view. They're two best mates, and they always have a scheme and a plan. And the plan goes wrong, and they've lost all their rent money, and they have to get the money by the end of the day, and what they're going to do. And it's one of those comedies. It follows them trying to figure out bullying madcap schemes to try and get the money by the end of the day. So again, I haven't watched it yet because it only comes out tomorrow. But
Right.
it looks, again,
It looks
it's a
pretty.
niche audience, but looks fun, and I like the idea. And like those movies that are set in like in one day or only over 3 hours are always fun because there's kind of a time capsule thing that has to be done. You have to get it done. And it's going to be good crack. And there's going to be loads of references that the 16-year-olds watching it are going to love. And I won't have a clue. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
At one of them days, that's out tomorrow, yeah?
Tomorrow as well.
It's great tomorrow. All right, we're going to sit back, folks. We're heading back to 1987.
Yeah.
And probably one of your favorite films. I know it is. It's The Princess Bride. You're bringing it back just because you want to watch it, I presume.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Jamie, it is because I want to watch it. We're bringing back a few classics over the month, as we said. Now, here's the ironic thing, Jamie. I'm not allowed to watch this. I was told I am banned from Eclipse cinemas for this film because I've seen it over 70 times. And I know every word, and I think it is impossible, especially the Andre the Giant jokes, that I will not quote along with it. I can't help myself. So I have to watch it in a screening on my own, and everyone else is allowed to watch it. I watched it when it had its anniversary screening. I watched it in the cinema, and they asked me to stop talking. I couldn't help myself because it has the most wonderful quotable lines. It's written by William Goldman, who famously did, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and all those sort of stuff. There is no Shrek without The Princess Bride. It was the first movie to take that sort of fairy tale and tell it with a twist. It's not a coincidence that the cast include people from Spinal Tap. Like Mel Smith's in it. There's so many, Billy Crystal, all these brilliant comic minds, and they told this story. And of course, Peter Falk doing it all. And when I used to run a summer camp, Seamie, it was one of the films we always went to. And one of the things I loved about it, just like the scene in The Old Man, we would put it on, and the first 5 minutes is very romantic, and the lads would be looking at me going, what are you showing us? Why are you wasting my time with this? And by the end, they were just like the little boy going, that was brilliant. Can we watch it again? Hands down, I know I use hyperbole a lot in this show, but hands down, one of the greatest movies ever made. And it's showing one day only at 2:30 on Saturday, and it's free ice cream from Little Mama's as well. Why not go? It's just such a wonderful, especially if you've never heard of it. There'll be people listening there going, I have never heard this movie he's on about. It is truly a brilliant movie. Go and see it.
Okay, it is. Okay. Magic Mike, what's going
Another
on?
classic we're bringing back. I know people roll their eyes. Classic. I think people forget that Magic Mike, as well as being, the sexy boys take their tops off movie, it is also actually a very good movie. The third one, not so much. I have to be honest. The third one wasn't good. But there was a good story about these guys actually, they're trying to make money. They're trying to start a business. Not unlike One of Them Days, he said, calling back. And it's really good. I think it's the thing that made Channing Tatum a mega star. He was kind of a teen star up till then. It's very good. And again, it's a time of year that was kind of a mix of movies. We're bringing back some classics. And that's on Friday night.
This is a girly movie, is it?
Well, I think so too.
Oh, come on.
There's much more plot in it. It's not just boys dancing. Again, that was the third movie. This one, it's Matthew McConaughey in it as well. It's proper actors. So it is that story. It is the story about male strippers, but it's actually about their lives as well as the other stuff. I'm protesting too much, but it really is. It's much. I'm
going to get into bother here. I'm not going to say any more about it.
Look,
right, that's back. And what are you? Is one showing or
one showing with Prosecco? Look, we know our audience. I'm saying it's a great movie. Let's face it, the ladies are going to see Channing Tatum. But why not? Why not?
All right, now you have something for the kids. You have?
Yeah, it's called Giants in La Mancha. This is an interesting one as well. It's kind of the Don Quixote story, except it's his great grandson. So it is a European movie that kind of tells that story for kids. And that's a huge story in Europe. I don't think so much over here. Not everyone knows the story of Don Quixote as much. And it's kind of a retelling. And it's, it looks like a nice kids movie. It won't be like a mega hit the way Dogman is or that sort of stuff. But we're a while away from Minecraft and Snow White. And it's a nice little weekend filler for the kids who maybe don't want to watch the rugby, want to go to the movie this weekend. This would be a nice one for under 8s, under 9s, I think. Yeah.
Perfect. Right. Missed it Monday. You're bringing back Baby Girl.
Definitely
Great
not
movie.
for under 8s and under 9s. Okay, they're definitely for 16s. Again, this is the other side of maybe the Magic Mike stuff.
Yeah.
It's a story about Nicole Kidman is this very successful CEO, but she kind of has a hang up. Her marriage isn't going well, and she sees this younger worker, and she kind of becomes obsessed with him, and they get a strange relationship. I thought going in, this was kind of a sexy movie. And while there is sexiness stuff in it, it is much more a serious movie about relationships and control. I always really good, and I was surprised Nicole Kidman didn't get an Oscar nom for it because, you know, she doesn't mind playing awkward. Very good, proper grown-up movie this weekend, and you can see it on Monday for just €5.
Okay. That's our lot. Our man at the movies, Collie, thanks for that. And look, enjoy the movies all this week. And we will talk to you back here next Thursday with the latest from Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran.
Bye.
Ocean Drive.